Hi everyone, it's Amy. I'm doing a bunch of videos today, so if you wonder why I'm always wearing the same top, that's why. For those who are new to this channel, I just want you to know a bit of my background. I come from an anthropology background. I have studied behavioural patterns my whole life. I currently work in psychotherapy, and my motivation for this channel is to share some of the wisdoms from some of the wonderful souls that I have encountered in my life, and if I can help just a little bit, someone just a little bit, then that brings such richness to my life, and I think it's something that I'm meant to do, to be a part of the community and having some of these broader discussions. But they're just little lessons, just little learnings. Alrighty, so today's episode is about how everyone is both an asshole and an angel. So every single person, I myself can be a complete asshole, and I can also be a complete angel. Every single person I have ever encountered from any part of my life has assholeness and angelness, and it will just be a matter of which part of themselves are they bringing forward into the interaction. Which parts of ourselves are we interacting with? Are we bringing forward? What part of you have I triggered? What part of me have you triggered or brought forward? I love this topic because it forces us to embrace the paradox of the human condition, and it removes the ability to put someone only in the bad section or only in the good section, because nobody fully fits in either. The nature of the human condition is that we are always both, and it's depicted in different teachings. I think of the checkered cloth that's adorned on many of the statues throughout Indonesia. I'm thinking probably more the island of Bali, and it has a black and white and grey checkered cloth. And my understanding of that is that it symbolises, the white, the heavens, the dark, the shadows, and the grey, the in-between. And both the heavens and the darkness are given offerings and worshipped in some way, or homage is given, because we as humans sit in the middle, and we as humans need different aspects of ourselves to come out. Sometimes, if my nice side came out when I was defending my life, I might not defend my life so well. If my harsh side came out when I was seeking to be there for a loved one, I might not, be as comforting as what they need. So this is where we need to make sure that we're embracing both sides of ourselves. And there's things like shadow work and inner child work and these types of things in psychotherapy which touch on this. But right now, this little mini lesson is just for us to acknowledge that everyone is both an asshole and an angel at the same time. It's just which part of them are they showing? Which part is coming out? Which part of them are they actually dealing with in that moment? Because anytime we're interacting with anyone else, what's coming out in them towards us is actually what's coming up for them within themselves. So anytime you are dealing with someone who's being an asshole, that is absolutely speaking more of where they are at within themselves, more so than where you are at with that interaction. And I think I've definitely had times where I've had to decide, Does my asshole need to come out now? Does the assholeness need to come and defend me right now? I just realised how that sounded. Does my asshole need to come out now? No. But does that harshness need to come out? Does the harshness need to come out and defend me? Well, sometimes, but most often, the angel can come out, the kindness can come out. And the kindness actually soothes so much. Like I said before though, if you're in danger, that's a different story. And just a disclaimer, if you're in danger, I would encourage you to seek help. It's 000 in Australia, it's 911 in America, etc. But everything to do with what is good and what is bad is relative. Your experience of someone else as bad is relative. When you've both brought your assholeness into the situation, you've actually both created a negative experience for each other and mostly for yourself. I had it recently where a woman came in and she really quickly took a park that she could see I was going for. She sped around to get to it and then backed into it with her child sitting next to her and put up her middle finger at me. Now the asshole in me wanted to come out. I so had a moment of that, but instead I was kind. And when I walked away from that interaction, after finally finding my own park, a different park, I hadn't poured fuel on the situation. Her upset, her harshness, her assholeness was hers alone. It didn't then become mine as well. If anything, I think my kindness, my ability to just let that be, let her bad mood be her bad mood, let her bad actions be her bad actions, let her bad experience stay hers. For me now, it's a funny story. For me now, it's something I can use here as an example, because that angry little face showed me the angry little reality that she was living in. She could have spread that onto me and I chose not to. But for whatever reason, that interaction brought out her assholeness. And it was my choice which part I needed to bring out. So if we can each see each other as both the assholes and the angels that we are, I think we're going to have a little bit more of a balanced view of things. Nobody is ever fully the villain. Nobody is ever fully the angel. And I don't say that lightly either. There's other examples I can think of that I'm not going to go into right now where I've had quite vicious behaviour come at me. Quite hurtful and seemingly heartless behaviour come at me. And the opposite of angel behaviour, beyond asshole behaviour even. And it would have been quite very easy for me to say that person is bad, that person is evil. That's what's wrong with the world. But instead, I chose to see them as a poor little person trying to defend a very vulnerable little side of themselves. For the angriest, biggest, scariest person, they're actually protecting the very opposite inside. And for somebody who knows they have deep strength, they actually don't need to be so scary on the outside. I want us to think about that. Everyone has good, everyone has bad, and that's what makes us imperfectly perfect humans. So if you learnt just a little bit from this, or if you'd like for me to do another episode that expands on something we've touched on today, please let me know. But thank you for tuning in, and even if it helps just a little bit, I'm grateful. Thank you.